Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to episode 3 of season 5 of our hardcore playthrough here on F1 Manager 23 on the PS5. Tonight, we're heading to Melbourne for the Australian Grand Prix. So, after a disastrous opening race, where we qualified really well and finished really badly, we flipped the script in Jeddah, and we qualified really badly and finished really well. Can we find the right balance and qualify well and finish well? That would be nice. It would also be lovely if we can finally properly break the Aussie curse and get Oscar to win his home Grand Prix. That is the target for tonight. We know our car is quick. We were within a fraction of actually winning Jeddah last night till a last-minute VSC robbed us of the chance to actually get the overtake in on Russell. We had the battery, we had enough in the tyre, we had enough, fuel, no issues there. We were all primed and ready, and then the crash. Someone crashed into the wall, brought out a VSC. It meant that Oscar could not challenge for the win, and Schumacher was stuck in 6th, could not take 5th place and pull away. So very frustrated by the way things finished, but still overall very pleased with the result, especially considering that we qualified really badly. Let's see how we do tonight. Don't think we've got any upgrades coming on the car for tonight's race either. Our suspension has just been started. That is not going to be ready in time, I don't think. Got an underfloor that is a day away from going into production. So let's get that up and running. Just going to build 2 of those. In fact, I wonder if I rush those, I can get both of those on the car for tonight's race. So we will rush those. And now we'll go back and get another underfloor immediately into the design phase. No hours again for best part of 2 months now, or a month and a half. But again, you can see because we put a lot of hours and an intense build into our last one, look at where our starting percentages are for drag reduction and airflow. So we can really extract some amazing speed from this car. I want to have another rocket ship like last year, but at the same time, I also want to make sure that we do develop our dirty air performance and keep working on our other downforce as well. So we'll go with something like that. Low speed is not the biggest concern right now. Let's drop some life out of underfloor. Let's go to a 3 to 6, maybe. Yeah, let's go to a 3 to 6. There we go. Oh, I don't have enough money. Oh, okay. So we'll have to hold off for a week or so before we can get the new underfloor underway. That's a bit frustrating. Right, we'll have to wait, I think, till after Australia. Everything here is okay. Not worried about the boardroom right now. Got our upgrades going through, our refurbs going through on the Team Hub and Race Sim. Everything here is nice, although the car part test center is getting a little low. We'll have to give that a spruce up later in the season. So I just need to advance some more time. Our factory upgrade will be done in 5 days. That's nice to see. Hello, Army. Hello, Mr. Watter. Jeremy, good to see you guys. Daniel's here as well. And Victor. And Anthony's here as well. New trailer of F1 Manager dropped a couple of days ago. Yes, very looking forward to that. Make sure if you want more information that you watch the Frontier Unlocked live stream on Wednesday the 27th. You can watch it on YouTube or on Twitch. It'll start at 6 p.m. They will be showcasing more information about F1 Manager 24. I will definitely be watching that. The board want to come to Oscar's home race. Yeah, by all means. By all means. There we go. Our factory is now upgraded. So that will give us faster development speed, so we can make parts quicker. We can also now make 5 parts at the same time instead of just 4. That will help if we get a bit of a snowball effect of getting stuff all coming through at the same time. We won't have to end up with a backlog of parts waiting to go into production anymore. And the underfloors are done. Let's get those onto the cars. There we go. And it is the day of the Grand Prix. So let's see what those underfloors have actually done for our car. Still lacking a little bit in top speed, but the new wings that are coming and the new underfloor that we're going to put into production after this will correct that issue. Look at our downforce. First, third, and third. That is awesome. First in acceleration. That is also fantastic news. And we still have the best DRS on the grid. Do need to improve our dirty air tolerance. Again, the new wings that are coming and the new underfloor that we're going to get started will also help focus on that. And yeah, we should happily have a very, very, very quick car by the time we get to Baku in the next Grand Prix. Let's set some targets for tonight. I'm going to be a little bit more conservative with our qualifying targets, seeing as we didn't actually get either car into Q3 last night. Let's go with 2 cars in the top 10. I think we can manage that. Very optimistic with 2 in the top 6 last night. Overly optimistic. 2 in Q2. Finish position 1 in the top 4 is the incentive. We're going to go for the fastest lap. Finish position streak 2 in the top 6 for 2. Yep. We managed to start that last night. Let's see if we can keep it going. And for the quali streak, we will be a little bit more conservative with that. We're going to go 2 in the top 12 for 5 races. Just while we're waiting for those new parts to come through and give us that extra bit of straight line speed. It was 2nd and 6th last night, Anthony. It should have been 1st and 5th, but the VSC stopped us from getting those last minute overtakes in. F1 Manager 24 is now on the wish list page. Yeah, I looked for it the day the trailer dropped. It wasn't there. I haven't looked since, so I'll have to check that again later. Right, targets are set. Cars are built. And let me just double check. Yeah, all running the same parts. Let's head to Melbourne.
It's wonderful to be back down under for the Australian Grand Prix. There may be several street circuits on the F1 calendar, but this unique lakeside layout is like none other. High-speed sections snake through the heart of Albert Park, just a few hundred metres from St Kilda's beach. Albert Park is a deceptively easy track to learn, but it's just as easy to make a mistake around its walled sections and gravel traps. The street circuit is high downforce and just as heavy on brakes as it is on tyres. How will the British driver George Russell fare this weekend? He was sensational in the last race, he took home the win and set the bar very high indeed. Now let's get the weekend underway.
Okay, so do we put Ollie in the car again? I think we do. Let's put him on some softs. And let's see. We want to go with a 7.5, 13, 8.2, a 3.05 and a 0.4. There we go. Still not swapping any parts over. We're still on the first gen parts for powertrain. We want to go 20 laps for Melbourne. drop those settings down. For Oscar, we'll go on the hard tyres. We'll go, again, 20 laps. Those. Powertrain is, again, in the same sort of condition. And we'll go with a slightly different setup. We'll go with an 8.5, a 13, a 7.3, a 3.0, and a 4. And let's see how that works. All right, off to the track we go.
Ready to check?
Yes, ready to check loud and clear.
Yep, ready to check.
Yeah, copy, same. Watch those curbs.
Copy.
All right, there we go. They're off and running. What's my plan on F1 Manager 2024? My plan is to find out more information about the game before I plan on how I'm going to play the game. It's still months away. We're probably not looking at it until August, maybe July, if we're lucky. So it's still 4 or 5 months away. All right, feedback is incoming. 97, that's a strong start for Oscar. 93 for Ollie, that's not too bad. Let's get him in straight away so we can make those changes.
Sound balance.
Happy to keep it like it is.
Yep, copy that. Pit limiter on. Stop on the marks, wait 2 seconds and switch.
Okay, just small changes needed. Let's have a look at that. See how that does. Might have gone the wrong way on that, but we'll see. Okay, just the front wing, so we'll drop that down. We'll push that up. And we'll correct that back there. That should hopefully be it. So Ollie's now done the required number of laps to get his full experience boost. Just need to wait for that setup to pop now. '89, so we went the wrong way. We can fix that.
I'm quite confident with it.
Copy that.
Let's go with that.
Okay, we're coming now to the pits.
Pit limits are on. Okay, stop on the marks and switch off.
Another Daniel, how you doing? Oscar's not performing in a brand new McLaren file. Yeah, no, Oscar's baseline starting position is terrible. If you want to keep Oscar, then you need to upgrade your race sim to max level as soon as possible and just really focus your training on Oscar. Make sure he's getting his pace stats up, he's improving his control, and eventually he will come good. I mean, this is season 5. Oscar's now an 87 overall, but it's finding the right balance in his stats, and he needs a lot of training because starting Oscar in this game is terrible, and it's based on the fact that the McLaren at the start of last season was terrible. Right, just need to tweak the toe, and Oscar's car is 100%. Yeah, I mean when Frontier designed the stats for the drivers and and the cars, they do it based on the data from the first Grand Prix of the season. And of course, McLaren didn't show any real pace until Silverstone when both cars had their upgrades. That's halfway through the season before Oscar started to suddenly come good when he had the same upgrades that Norris had. So, yeah, that's why he's so bad. It's a bit annoying, but it is what it is. The good thing is that McLaren's staff is good. Their facilities are pretty good and they have a decent budget, so you can turn it around relatively quickly if you know what you're doing. In terms of the car anyway. But as I say, with Oscar, he needs long-term training to get to where he could and should be. Good news is that he should be a lot higher rated in the next installment, which comes out in the summer.
comments on balance?
96. Still not quite there.
Oh no, that feels really good.
We are getting closer.
How is the car?
And that is Oscar's kart set up perfectly. Yeah, the speed of your recovery with McLaren is also based on what difficulty you're playing on. Medium, it's easy to turn the team around. It's a lot harder when you play on hard
Stop
difficulty.
on the marks and switch off when you get it.
Especially in terms of car development being on hard. Then it's a lot more work to close the gap. As Anthony will be able to tell you. Alright, good running for Oscar. Just needs a small run in the final sector, final session, to get him up to max rating. How is mixed feedback coming along? Have I got it right this time? So close. Just need to click the toe. Alright, we'll run him to the flag.
Copy that.
Alright, session is done.
Checkered flag.
Well, fingers crossed for you, Anthony, but it's easier to get good qualifying pace than it is to get good race pace, as we were proof of last season. There we go, that'll be that maxed out. So, let's run it for the whole session again. 45 laps or so on the hards. Soft tyres for Oscar, and we're going to go for 25 laps should be enough.
Okay, should be green now.
Oh, it's not my cars. That's good.
Crash ahead, crash ahead, crash ahead.
Oh, it's Maloney. Maloney's out.
Virtual safety car. Delta positive.
The bane of my race
And
at
VS.
Jeddah. Maloney.
Understood. Okay, mate, how's the balance so far?
There we go. Perfect setup.
Copy that.
Might even get the car part knowledge up to 100 as well. Fully understand that new underfloor, which would be nice. Oscar's done. I think we're probably going to fall just short on the car part knowledge. 97, maybe 98%. Oh, maybe not even that. Maybe not even 96. There we go. So now we are ready to qualify.
Hello and welcome to the much anticipated qualifying session.
These days, it's a much faster layout here at Albert Park, and teams need to focus on getting high and medium speed cornering right to set a good qualifying time.
Now there's been a bit of talk lately about Oscar Piastri. Karun, how's he been doing?
We saw some disappointing lap times from them in practice. It could be that the team were experimenting with the car, but the pressure's now on them to deliver.
And with that, let's get back onto the track.
That's green light. let's just concentrate on those tyres and brakes.
Yeah, copy.
Maximum tyre and brake warming.
Copy.
Again, hopefully we can get through on just the one run. But given how close it was last night, I just don't know.
Clear track ahead.
Got a car coming out in front of us.
Clear ahead. So go one and push when you're ready.
Stays out of the way nicely. That's good. Okay, that's a solid time for Oscar, getting the benefit of the slipstream there. Mick, not a great time. I think we are going to have to run them in reverse.
Stay negative. So cool as much as you can. Copy.
See what a sort of time Stroll can do.
Let's go put that.
Yeah, now I'm going to have to run Mick again.
to work on your fronts and your brakes.
Copy.
Okay, so let's concentrate on some tyre prep now.
Okay, copy.
Norris should pull out the way, hopefully.
You're clear. Push when you're ready.
Not pulling over as early as I would have liked, but he's out the way. Hopefully Mick is close enough to get the slipstream from Oscar. He'll improve anyway, or he should do. Running with higher confidence now. Hell, Oscar's tucked up behind a Ferrari. He might go even quicker. He is going even quicker. This is going to be an almighty time from Oscar here. Not that much of an improvement, but Mick shoots all the way up to second.
And we need to cool the
Got a little held up in the final sector there. So in the end, yeah, not a massive improvement. He was up by 200ths in the first sector, 100th in the second sector, and then down half a tenth in the final sector. So that pretty much wiped out what he'd earned. But still, that is enough for us to get through. With Leclerc all the way down in ninth right now. Where is Max? Just leaving the garage. Alpine's looking pretty quick, third. What a contrast to how they're performing in real life this year. Expect Alpine to be the worst team in the game when 24 comes out. If Frontier stick to their usual, we'll base everything we do about the performance based on that first race. Qualified last, would have finished last if not for Bottas and Sargent having some issues. And which Williams is that tucked up behind? Oh, it nips ahead. Oh, that's going to help Max out beautifully. Both of them had to pull over to let through one of the Mercs. Oh, and that's not going to help Max at all. He's now going to drop off the back of that Williams, which is very quick this season. It's Magnussen as well, who has been blisteringly fast. Podium last night, Kevin Magnussen. When Max finishes his lap, we'll speed time up to the end of the session. Catch the final runs. Can't imagine it's going to be all that good for Joe either. He's coming up to the line now. Yeah, he's a little bit quicker than Valtteri, 3/10. Here comes Max. As Magnussen goes to third, identical time to Schumacher. And Max is in trouble. Max is in trouble. Oh, it'd be glorious if he gets eliminated. He's gone purple in the first. So maybe he just didn't get his tyres up to temp on that first run, having to pull over a few times. Both Mercedes in the bottom again. Yeah, Max is looking quick now. And he goes second. Okay, so Max has got some pace. Perez getting a slipstream off the back of Giovinazzi, who's getting held, which is ruining Perez's lap as well. Oh, that's Perez is out. Perez has got to go out. That's just disastrous there. As Ocon tries to go around him. Ocon might not improve here either. Chaos at the end of the session here. Perez is out. Ocon doesn't improve. Neither does, was it Hajar? It was Hajar. Look at the margins. 3 thousandths away from knocking out Giovinazzi, who just made it through. 3 thousandths behind Perez. So close. And Zhou did get through, so it's Bottas Maloney, Vashaw, Hajar, and Perez, who are eliminated in Q1.
That's green light. Let's go there and set some lap times.
So it's all about your outlap now.
Yep.
Once again, we're getting a car popping out right in front of us as we start our lap. It's Gasly this time. And Albon's coming out as well. Could be bad.
Let's go.
So track is clear. So you can push now.
Oscar not close enough to get the full slipstream benefit here. But he is going quicker. Just 3/10.
Let's finish this lap and then we'll box, please. Finish this lap and then box.
Yeah, copy. Delta and stay negative.
All right, Charles Leclerc starting his flying lap.
Copy.
Keeping a close eye on Red Bull because they are our target to beat this season. Not set any purple sectors, that's encouraging.
Copy, Piastri.
Piastri goes P3.
So let's attack the box, please. Stop on the marks, wait for 2 seconds and go to P1.
Leclerc splits our cars. Who is Oscar out behind? He's out behind Mick. Mick is out behind Porsche. Okay, so both drivers will get a tow on this lap, assuming we don't get a faster car coming through and moving us out the way.
Really start to focus on your brakes and front tyres. Copy.
Stroll's on a flying lap, he's not going to do it, so we should be good. Yeah, I'm just looking to try and get through on these tyres if we can. If not, we'll certainly have good confidence for a run on brand new tyres at the end of the session. I'd like to save those tyres for Q3 if we can. That's Sainz in front of Porsche. It is. So Porsche's going to get a tow as well.
Push next lap. You got a good gap ahead.
That'll help keep the pace up in front of Mick. Just a question now of how much we can find, if anything, on these used tyres. Mick's improving. Not too worried about Oscar not improving. Have we got enough left in the tyres for these final corners? Yes, there we go. We have moved up a little bit more. Got him into peak confidence. Oscar's not far behind, but I'm hoping that's enough. Here comes Max with Ocon in tow.
Currently P1. Cool the car on the way in.
Copy.
It's P2, P3 for Ocon, who's getting the beautiful tow off the back of Max there. Magnussen improves. Got to expect Joe Manazzi's going to improve as well. Norris, not looking good right now. Let's speed time up and keep an eye on what happens to Norris. I am not going out again. Have to assume that we're going to be safe. Oh, traffic. Gets into turn 1 without any issue. Gets through turn 2 without any issue either. So that's good for Norris. Oops. So Stroll has set his final time. It's not a time that is particularly safe. Oh, Norris is getting held. That might knock Norris out. Depends how much time he lost there. Well, I'm guessing he definitely lost at least a tenth or two. He needs to find at least half a second. He gets through and found 7/10 in the end. So, who now is at risk? Joe is on a flyer. Albon coming up to the line. Starting his flying lap. Is that Russell behind him? It is. So Russell's going to get a mighty slipstream here. And is that Ocon behind them? It is. So Ocon is going to set another quick time. Russell is going to get a very quick time. Of these three, the driver who's got the biggest problems is going to be Albon, because he's the one punching the hole in the air for the other two. Can he find enough? Norris pulls out of the way. Perez is going to try and go around the outside here. Not Perez, sorry, Russell. This didn't work out for Perez in Q1. Is it going to be an issue here? Can anyone get through? Albon's out. Russell does not improve, but is through right now. Ocon doesn't improve. It's down to Gasly. Gasly could knock out the second Ferrari here. If he finds 2/10, that's enough. He's up in the first. Oh, he's getting held by the Red Bull. He was up in the middle sector as well. I think Gasly's out. I don't think he's going to find enough time now. Can Gasly make it? No, he can't. He gained a fraction there. He was up in the first two sectors. How much did he lose in that final sector? He only lost... Well, who knows? I mean, he was up by a fraction in the first, up by a fraction in the second, down by... What, nearly... by about 700ths in the final sector. I don't think he would have got through based on those numbers. Maybe he might have just snuck through, but would highly unlikely. So we say goodbye to Stroll, Joe, Gasly, Albon and Giovinazzi. Time for the top 10 shootout. We'll do a lap on these tyres and then do 2 laps on brand new tyres at the end of the session.
concentrate on the...
That looks to be the perfect distance for a slipstream run.
Gap ahead is good. Go now, go now.
Let's take advantage of this clean air.
Got a Williams coming out. Kevin Magnussen.
Push next lap.
Could be problematic. Hopefully it won't be. Someone's going quicker than us. Not surprising. We are on very, very dead tyres. So it's just about getting that baseline of confidence up before we hit the brand new rubber. There we go.
Delta stay negative. Run switch cool and box.
Copy.
So let's whiz them back to the garage.
Normal in lap.
Fuel them for 2 flying laps and get those fresh tyres on. Max still hasn't gone out yet. Oh no, there he is. All right, here we go. 2 flying laps.
Let's get those brake tanks warmed up.
Copy.
A bit of brake temperature.
Copy.
If I can switch them over for the second flying lap, I will do. Try and give Mick the slipstream we're about to give Oscar. We are going to have to contend with Charles Leclerc at some point on our first flying lap. And now possibly Ocon as well. Yeah, Ocon leaving the garage.
Okay, mate. Let's go. Nice big gap ahead. Good to push.
And I'm not sure Oscar's close enough. He wasn't close enough. I can't switch him over. That's annoying. Best we can do now then is try and guarantee pole position for Oscar by giving him another slipstream run. 0.2 quicker than Leclerc, but I do expect everyone else to improve again. Got a McLaren coming through. This might actually let me switch positions maybe. Oh, we're ruining the McLaren lap. There we go. We have been able to switch him over. Can we lock out the front row?
So nobody ahead of you. Clear behind. Good space at the moment.
Maybe recharge off before the last corner.
Mick is a little bit closer to Oscar than they were on the other way round. Don't know if Oscar's going to get an improvement this lap. He is lighter on fuel, higher on confidence. Mick should definitely improve though. Ah, damn it. That might have just cost a front row lockout. Oscar's gone purple again. He's flying. Oh, we're going to catch the Ferrari in the worst possible place. Actually, that's worked out well. That's given Mick the slipstream again for the remainder of the lap. Probably stopped Oscar from improving his time. But it might give Mick the edge he needs here in the final sector. There we go, that's the front row.
Currently P1.
Can we hold it?
Cooling the car.
Copy.
Magnussen stays fourth. Sainz is on his flying lap. Here's Max. And there is George. So George will be up first, then Sainz. No, sorry, then Max, then Sainz. There's 3 cars left that can challenge us for the front row and pole position. And we are potentially going to ruin Max's chance. Here comes George. George improves to 6th. Here comes Max. Only improves to 7th. Magnussen's on an in-lap. Sainz does not improve. We have a front row lockout. Fantastic. Now, can we actually turn a good qualifying into a good race result? Because we tried that at Bahrain and that didn't work.
The time has almost come for our drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel. Race day has arrived.
Albert Park often seems to set teammate against teammate. From Hill and Villeneuve dueling for the 1996 win, to Bottas beating fellow Mercedes driver and pole sitter Hamilton to the win in 2019.
How do you think Oscar Piastri is feeling as we get nearer to race time?
I think it's really great to see them performing at this level, well above what we'd expected. They must be feeling good.
In any case, Melbourne is ready and so are we. So strap yourselves in for the Australian Grand Prix.
All right, now the big question is, what do we do with strategy? Do we 1-stop? Do we 2-stop? I think I have to try and make the 1-stop work like this. There is the option of doing this. Oh, that's actually 12 seconds faster. I think we have to go with that then. I'm just worried that we're not going to have enough pace to make up. We'll try it. Just take it a little easier on those final tyres. Not going to put any extra fuel in. I want to be light off the line if I can. Try and hold on to the front row for the first couple of laps. All right then. Can Oscar win his home race? Let's find out as we send them to the grid for the Australian Grand Prix.
The fans here in Melbourne are all set, as are the drivers, heading into 58 laps around Albert Park. Time for Oscar Piastri to show what he can do.
They're on pole and it's well deserved. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do.
But just what will happen here, your guess is as good as mine. Get ready for the Australian Grand Prix.
Seeing a few of the teams with soft tyres, Maloney's car sparking like crazy at the back of the grid there.
Lights out, and away we go.
Leclerc jumped jumped Mick at the start.
We can do it.
Copy.
Need to focus on getting the pack up. Copy. Okay, I would like you to slow down, please.
Right, first couple of laps are down. DRS is about to switch on. So Leclerc is going to have a lunge at Oscar.
DRS is enabled. Currently P1. Car behind us.
See how long the field stays together tonight. 4 DRS zones on this circuit. Most of any track on the calendar. Evening, Tiny.
Overtaking is available.
Copy.
I'm not too bad tonight. How are you?
Used energy. Copy. Focus on bringing the pack back up. Copy. We need to focus on the energy now. Copy. can we do lift and coast?
Copy.
Slow.
Copy.
Norris looking very aggressive behind us. Just getting these batteries recharged, ready for a double-pronged attack onto the back of Charles Leclerc. And Magnussen makes the move, gets himself up. He's going to have a lunge towards us if we're not careful. Norris retakes the position. Max just keeping a watching brief down in 6th place.
Okay, deployment should be good. Copy. Recharge on, please recharge on.
Copy.
You can use energy.
Copy.
Keep the pressure on. Do everything you can.
Copy.
Let's keep the pressure on, mate.
Copy.
Ah, we lost the DRS.
This is good. Currently P1. That's tricky, doing a good job. Let's keep it up. Lift and coast is required for temperature.
Can we break away from Charles Leclerc? It's going to be really tricky to do.
Copy.
Just so much DRS on this circuit. Don't think we're going to do it. We're not. So
Back off now.
we'll ease off. We've created a gap for Mick to get past Norris. Leclerc retakes the position from us.
Charging a pack. Okay, so let's cool the car now.
Copy.
Okay, and let's cool the car.
Copy.
There we go. Mick gets the move done. Can't get the words out. And should have got the DRS off the back of Oscar there. So second and third. Peak confidence. And just outside peak confidence. It's a good start. No breakaway though. Still, the whole field pretty much nose to tail. Couple of cars just flirting with dropping the DRS. And then Maloney, a couple of seconds adrift at the back. Given that he's wrecked his car twice now, it's not surprising. Going to have some powertrain issues, I would imagine. Wrecked it at the end of the Jeddah race, and again in practice 3 here at Melbourne.
Energy's good. Coming.
Russell has nipped ahead of Max.
Let's recharge on. Copy.
Oscar just having a little look at the back of Charles Leclerc there.
Cruising up to. Used energy.
Yeah.
Bring the pack up.
Copy.
There we go, move done.
Let's try again.
recharge on.
Copy.
We are going to go for an undercut.
You can go recharge off if you want.
Yeah, copy.
There'll be a lot of clean air to drop into if we go early. All right, we should have just got the DRS. And we did. No, we didn't. Ah, that's annoying. Thought we had it for a second then. Russell has moved himself up into 4th place. Going to box Mick at the end of this lap that we're about to start. We'll box Oscar on the following lap.
Box now, please. Box now.
Copy for box.
That is a beautiful sight. Back into 1st and 2nd.
Let's look after these tyres. Need to lift when you can. Let's do what we need to stay ahead.
We will be swapping cars.
Copy pedestrian.
Okay, copy that, copy that. And we will be boxing.
There we go. That's the sort of pit time we should be doing.
No lift and coast required. Big lift off. Keep looking after these tyres. No saving required.
That's good then.
Copy.
.3, a little slower.
Watch the pit exit line. Need to defend that. Let these guys go.
Oh, it's a yellow flag. Someone's had a mistake.
Now we should be able to take a look here. Now this was the Alfa Romeo. All good at this point. And the car just locks. But that's just the risk you take. The later you leave it.
Wow, Perez is still down the back of the field. I didn't even think about where he was. 15th.
Recharge on, please. Recharge on. Need to focus on getting the pack up.
Copy.
And you are free to use the energy when you want.
Copy.
Well, it's not his tyres, it's not a puncture, it's just his car is sparking because he's got powertrain damage from his crash. It's a weird little visual thing that happens every time someone wipes out their car before the race.
Pull out to take some air on the straight.
Yep. Copy.
Overtake is available. Okay, mate, no more lift and coast needed. No more DRS.
Yeah, he wouldn't be that quick if he had a puncture.
So use the free air.
Copy.
No more energy.
Copy. Let's go recharge on.
We need to.
Fortunately, I am now stuck behind Maloney until I can shake the DRS.
Work on your PU cooling.
Copy.
Right, I think I've dropped him now. Maybe. It's touch and go. Yeah, I've dropped him.
Take some free air.
Copy.
Got him this time. There we go. Science is in. So is he going for a one stop? No, he's two stopping.
Use energy. They'll come to us. Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Okay, we need lift and coast, please.
We can just focus on charging the pack. Yeah, use the free air.
Recharge on.
Bring the pack up.
Okay, recharge on.
Not sure, but I think Oscar might have missed the DRS again. No, he got it. He got it.
Let's go recharge on.
DRS disabled, DRS disabled.
to cool the engine. Use energy.
There we go. Oscar's through. Getting back onto Mick. Giovinazzi boxes. That soft tyres coming off. This has got to be for a one-stop then. Makes me a little worried about our strategy. Evening, Clark.
Okay, recharge on, recharge on.
Ah, here we go. Crucial stops. That's a one-stop. That's a one-stop. I think. Unless it's going to be a very short stint on the final set of tyres, which is possible. We are out ahead of both of them comfortably for now.
Do everything you can, mate.
Now Charles Leclerc boxes.
Perez has pitted.
I think that's a one-stop as well. Not a great stop for Ferrari. Definitely some issues there.
Okay, it's recharge on.
Still think I've got a good chance of winning the race, as long as I can keep my pace high enough. If they are one-stopping, then they're going to be looking after their tyres at the end of the stint, whereas we're going to be on fresh softs. So we should have a pace advantage, but it depends how much traffic we have to fight through to get back towards the front.
Gasly has just come in.
Okay, recharge on.
Evening, Rico. How you doing? You have finally decided to watch one of my streams.
Sweet. Good job.
To do what we can to recharge the battery.
I'm going to dive up the inside of Porsche here. There we go. That's Mick up into 4th place now. And there goes Ocon out of the way. Is he going onto softs? No, he's going hard, so that's definitely a 1 stop. So that makes me think maybe those other cars are on 2 stops as well then. In which case, we are golden. As we get Piastri through and up into 5th.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
Lovely stuff.
Lovely stuff indeed. And we are lapping a second a lap faster than the front runners right now. There's only one car I know that's definitely doing a 1 stop, and that's Ocon. Don't know about the others.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Oh yeah, the peak confidence is definitely helping us out here.
Okay, recharge on, good job, recharge on.
Overtake is available from
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Just building up that fuel as well, so we've got more to play about with pace-wise when we go onto those new softs.
Focus on bringing the pack back up. We need some PU cooling. use the free air.
Recharge on.
There we go. Switcheroo. Work on mixed battery now. Got to be wary of Sainz just behind Porsche. He is on fresher tyres than us. He's also two-stopping. Would like to leave him behind if I can. He's going to make the move here. Yeah, he's through. Just 3 seconds off the back of Magnussen and Albon now.
Recharge on.
Bring the pack up.
A little bit of a switcheroo again.
And recharge on, recharge on.
We're getting close to the pit window now. And Sainz has caught us up.
Okay, recharge on, recharge on. Okay, mate, we will be swapping cars. Focus forward. Come on, buddy, keep pushing.
Okay, Porsche has dived into the pits. And he is one stopping on softs. That's a slow stop. Teammate Maloney coming in with Bashaw behind him. And he gets held for Bashaw. So a disaster for Haas there. That's Norris just in the distance. It's Albon boxing this lap? I think he might be. Norris is in.
Norris has stopped.
Albon isn't. Excellent. So we're going to get
Magnussen has now stopped.
some DRS here.
Work on your PU cooling.
And Mick's going to get through as well. Beautiful. So we're at P1, P2. How far ahead are we? We're looking to come out in front of Magnussen. That's not a great position. Would prefer us to be further ahead than that.
Okay, Albon has boxed.
So this should be soft tyres for Albon. And it is. We have got a bit of a gap over Sainz now. It's not a huge gap though. Sainz will have had DRS. Right now, I think our biggest threat for the win could well be Norris. And, ironically, Albon. And if Sainz keeps getting our DRS like this, he's going to be a threat as well.
Yes, mate, let's do what we need to stay ahead. Okay, mate, let's try and protect the tyre.
There's Max and George just coming into the back of the shot there.
Okay, we need some more lift and coast, please, a bit more in each zone.
There we go. Just trying to create the gap between the drivers so that Sainz will not get Oscar's DRS when Schumacher boxes.
Okay, mate, so let's look after these tyres. No lift and coast required from our side at the moment. Alright, buddy, push, push. Understood.
This needs to be a good stop. Needs to be a very good stop. As does Oscar's.
Box, box. Copy, box.
2.2, that's good enough. Where are we coming out?
It exits with Leclerc.
Can we get out in front of Porsche? It's going to be tight. Ah, not quite. Oh dear.
No more lift and coast required.
pit lane.
Nathan.
We need to push up, please.
.2. That's better than his first stop.
Tyres will be cool, so take it easy. Potentially tight with Albon. No saving required.
Yeah.
So got energy.
Copy.
So 13th place for Oscar. A lot of ground to make up, but we're only 17 seconds off with Sainz, who is stopping again. So we're 15 seconds off of Max, who might be going to the end, but his tyres aren't looking amazing. Giovinazzi's going to have to box again, so he will be out of the way. Norris and Albon, as I say, probably the biggest threats. They're ahead of us and they're on the same compound of tyre as us. And now we're hitting traffic.
Pull out to take some air on the straight.
Yeah.
There we go, up the inside of Valtteri. No, Joe. Valtteri is in 17th.
Sweet.
Good job.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
So use the free air.
Damn it. Stuck. This is what I was worried about. Getting stuck in the traffic.
Yeah, take it easy.
All right, that should be Magnussen. Can I get Perez as well?
Lovely stuff.
Okay, good
No.
job.
We'll tuck in though.
Need to focus on getting the pack up. Take some free air. No more energy.
Ah, this is not good. Everybody just powers past Perez there. This is messy, and this is costing us lap time.
to focus on the energy now.
Yeah, copy. Okay, recharge on.
Just don't have the pace I need, unfortunately, to punch through these cars in front of us with ease. It's frustrating. Just going to try and go around the outside. And there we go. We've got the move done.
And energy is available.
Copy.
Overtake is available. No energy.
Damn it.
Okay, recharge on.
You can just focus on charging the pack.
Science boxes. So this will be for soft tyres. But it will drop him out of the way. At least it should do. Oscar's through. Mick is not going to get through, I don't think. No, he does, just. Well, that was vital. Had to get that move done. And I've got to get past Bottas now. There we go, up the inside.
No more DRS. Recharge back on, please. Recharge on. Lean on the tyres.
Right, that will get us nicely onto the back of Stroll and Albon.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Okay, let's go recharge on.
Then we just take it easy on the straight. Use energy.
Excellent. Past Stroll,
Bring the pack up.
chasing down the front runners.
Let's go recharge on, please. Recharge on.
Giovinassi's tyres are almost dead. He's going to have to box. So that's going to move him out of the way.
fuel. Lift and coast required.
Can I get them both here? No, I can't get either of them.
Lean on the tyres as much as you can.
Now Williams has the slipstream, but we've got the grip. Swoop around him there. Now we get a run on Albon. That's a beautiful double overtake.
Lift and coast 12. Recharge on, please.
Need to start pushing Mick up the field.
Okay, mate, good job. No more lift and coast required. Keep your pace up.
Let's see, Norris's tyres, 63%.
Let's keep that gap down.
There we go, muscle through. It's Gasly dispatched.
Pull the car.
Okay, so let's cool the car now.
Come on, Mick. Punch through, punch through.
Let's go recharge on, please. Recharge on.
Giovinazzi still hasn't boxed. And I think everyone's staying out to the end now. Damn it, they are one stopping. In VG.
Go get it. Use energy.
fastest lap attempt for Oscar.
ERS disabled, ERS disabled.
Lovely stuff.
Good job.
Okay, push. Let's go.
Purple in the first. That's a good start.
Alright, mate. Recharge on.
No more overtaking.
And there we go. That is the fastest lap. 118.3.
So slow now.
0.7 of a second quicker than the previous best set by Théo Pourchaire, which stood for a while.
Recharge on.
Okay, mate, let's get back on it. Slightly bigger lift and coast in all areas, please.
Running out of laps now to hunt down Max. But his pace isn't great. 121. It's the same pace as the cars in front of me. If I can get the battery charged up quickly enough, I can get after him.
We need lift and coast. No lift and coast required.
Let's recharge on.
No saving required. We need to focus on the energy now. Big PU cooler. Need to focus on getting the pack up. Back off. Six to go. We need to cool the engine. Energy is available. We're good to push.
Oh, nearly got him.
So we will go recharge off.
Shit.
Wow.
Let's keep going.
Sainz stealing a position from us. That's not good. Right, we've got past Leclerc.
can just focus on charging the pack.
Let's go recharge on.
Copy. Five to go. Energy if you need it.
Excellent stuff. That's another position gained.
Bring the pack
It's
up.
not working out for Mick, unfortunately.
Just think about looking after this tyre where we need to.
Look after front tyres.
Overtake is available.
Copy.
Ocon sticking his wheels up the inside of us.
4 laps to go.
Oh, God, it's really not working out for Mick.
Let's get close if we can. No more ERS.
Understood.
Okay, mate, and let's cool the car.
Copy.
Gotta get past Perez.
Okay, recharge on.
Copy.
Okay, mate, let's keep looking after these tyres.
Copy.
Gonna get jumped again. Oh, Jesus.
Use energy.
It's not working for Mick at all.
Just keep going. Let's push, come on.
Copy. 3 to go.
Not even contention for points here at the moment. Giovinazzi has finally boxed. Just dropped him all the way to the back of the grid.
No energy.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Okay, mate, no more lift and coast needed.
There is Max. 2 laps to go. Mick's not even going to make the points at this rate.
See if we can push up. Okay, recharge on, recharge on.
Okay. focus on bringing the pack back up. Bit of lift and coast where you can.
Copy.
Ah. I'm not going to catch him. Not going to catch him.
No more lift and coast required. Recharge on.
Ah, so close. Just ran out of time. I was worried about the one stops, and it turns out almost everybody went for the one stops. I should have done that. Should have done that. One more lap, and I think I might have got him. Maybe. I don't know. It's going to be 13th place. Didn't even get the fastest lap in the end. Giovinazzi stole it with his fresh tyres.
Over the finish line.
Ah, frustrating. Very frustrating.
Well done, that's it.
But it is a podium for Oscar at his home circuit. Just needed another lap to get onto the back of Verstappen. A valiant effort. But that's 2 podiums in the opening 3 races. We weren't even close to a podium last season. And we've got some upgrades coming in the next Grand Prix. Tomorrow's race is going to be a belter.
That makes it all worth it, doesn't it? Seeing your team ready to share the celebrations. With such a strong performance from Piastri, there's no denying that he's earned that place on the podium today.
The second podium of the year for them. Well earned after a demanding race out on the track.
And it's a bad race for George Russell.
Walk in the park, but it was a thrilling weekend here for us all.
He's going to lose his lead in the championship, I think.
And down there in the Alpha Tauri garage, Karim, what would they be making of that race, do you think?
They'll certainly be pleased to have made the podium. A job well done for sure.
And that's about that for this weekend here in Melbourne.
Next time, the teams will be racing through the streets of another city. Join us in Baku on the shores of the Caspian Sea for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
So then, confirmation of the final result. Max does take the win. 25 points for him. Oscar, unfortunately, couldn't quite get the place back. You know, we fought through with that 2-stop strategy that didn't really work, unfortunately. It's close. We also missed out on the fastest lap by half a second in the end. Giovinazzi getting on some new softs right at the end of the race made him very, very quick. Norris gets himself on the podium, up 2 places from where he started. Disappointment for Leclerc dropping down a place. Russell does get 10 points. That will help him in his bid to stay at the top of the standings. Good race for Albon, up 8 places. Some good solid points for Alpine. 1 ahead of his teammate there. Magnussen dropping down 4 places to finish in 8th, but more points for Williams. Porsche gets some points for Haas. Ocon makes it 2 cars for McLaren in the top 10. Mick, unfortunately, did not make a good run, and that final stint just got stuck in traffic, couldn't find his way through. And there's Giovinazzi's fastest lap, a 1:17.8. Let's take a look at the driver's standings. Max moves back into top spot, just 2 points now ahead of George Russell. Leclerc also dropping down a place on 42 points, 10 behind his teammate. Oscar in 4th on 37 is 15 points behind Max. That's pretty good at this stage of the season. Very, very close indeed. 5 points away from the top 3. Norris climbs 2 places, 8 points behind Oscar. Mick stays in 10th. And at the bottom of the standings, still no points for Maloney, either of the Mercedes drivers, either of the Alfa drivers, and Perez still down outside the top 10. 0 points for the second Ferrari driver there. In the constructor standings, Red Bull, another 37 points. Building a commanding lead already. We aren't too far away from Ferrari, though, just 5 points behind them. That's encouraging to see. 2 podiums, 2 fastest laps, 2 pole positions from 3 races. Definitely been a better start to the season than we had last year. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow's race now. Alpine move up a place into 4th, and McLaren move up 2 places with both of their cars getting points tonight. Be 3 points behind Alpine and 2 clear of Williams, who've dropped down to 6th. Aston, no points for them at all tonight. They dropped down to 7th. Haas in 8th on 3 points, and still no points for Mercedes, who are bottom, and Alfa Romeo in 9th. Have a look how we did in the pit stop competition tonight. Fastest 2 pit stops. There we go. That's what I like to see. A 2.1 and a 2.2. Quicker than Red Bull's Charles Leclerc, and Max down in 7th. So we're going to outscore Red Bull quite mightily tonight. And we take top spot in the fastest pit stop competition. A long way to go, but we have form in this competition. Won it in year 1, second in year 2, and we won it in year 3 and year 4. Are we on target to win it again in season 5? I hope so. McLaren move above Ferrari by 5 points. Mercedes hang on to 5th, Alpine in 6th, Aston in 7th. Alfa Romeo, no points, but they have had a quicker stop now than Williams. 2.9 against... Well, actually, no, they haven't. That's weird. Why are Williams below them with a quicker pit stop? Makes no sense. And Haas there in last, their fastest pit stop, still 3 seconds. Long stops for Haas. Now you see our pit crew report, a 2.1 and a 2.2 for Mick, a 2.3 and a 2.2 for Oscar. Take a look at their driver report cards. 19 successful overtakes, 16 failed for Mick, 20 successful defences, just 8 failed for him. That's not bad. He did lose a few positions towards the end, which didn't help. Oscar, 22 successful overtakes, 22 failed, 15 successful overtakes, defences, 11 failed, but he got himself on the podium. And we've got some extra experience for Ollie as well, developing our reserve driver quite nicely. As far as the sponsors go, well, we broke the finish position streak. Unfortunately, we did not get 2 in the top 12. A little frustrating. We did get the finish position incentive, and we got both cars into Q3. But that was only 1 car into Q3 for the incentive. For the guarantees, we did not get the fastest lap, but we did get both cars in Q2 and qualified both in the top 10. So, yeah, not too bad. 3.5 mil, 3.6 just under. We've now got some money to get another underfloor going, although we won't have that in time for Baku, unfortunately. Our race sim refurb is also finished. Our chassis is going to be ready for Baku. Let's get that straight into manufacturing. Get 4 of those into production. Not going to do another round of upgrades for a while, I don't think. Let's get an underfloor going. Still no more hours. So we want to crank up the DRS, the drag reduction. We want to strip some weight off of that. And let's just look to improve our airflow a little bit as well. Yeah, there we go. Happy with that. So 43 days, that means we should hopefully have them for Monaco. If we put 2 engineers on, it's 14 days. That should just about happen. There we go. We've got another spot available. We are close to finding out what research is going to be. So we're going to keep that slot open for research. Suspensions are now manufactured. Let's get those fitted onto the car. Ready for Baku. Side pod has failed already. Gonna have to maybe make another one. When's our manufacturing done on the next one? Have a look. Side pods will be ready in 4 days. So yeah, we won't make another one. Yes, Cloud, you did miss the race. Second place for Oscar. Unfortunately, down in 13th for Mick. Just couldn't make the 2-stop work. Oscar just needed another lap to get onto Max to try and challenge for the win. But that's 2 podiums in 3 races, which is a much better start to how we did last year. So I'm feeling very confident about going to Baku now. Board were pleased to see the team in action. I like to think that they are happy with the result. Got some basic scout reports back. Let's see, what did the board think? They were happy. They weren't delighted, but they were happy. So that's okay. That's good. We'll take that. Finances still a little disappointed because the cost caps from last season, or the cost cap breaks from last season, are showing. We are currently below our target of second place, but only just. We are going to get everything prepped and ready for the next Grand Prix because it's a sprint race tomorrow, so it'll be a longer stream. Right, so how did our drivers improve themselves? 2 points in cornering for Mick, excellent, and a point in adaptability for Oscar, very good. Aston have brought a new suspension to their car. They're now working on an underfloor. Mercedes are absolutely drowning at the moment. Let's get our pit crew training done for this month. Our fatigue level is looking fantastic right now. I could even get an extra day of training in here as well, which is nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. And we'll give them that day off. Yeah, happy with that. Happy with that. Okay. There is the new side pod design. Let's get those into manufacturing. It's a new month. We got more money from the board and our prize money as well. So we gained nearly 10 million that month, which is very nice indeed. Again, we're going to keep the slot free for research, which is coming up. Team Hub refurb is done. Get that back to full level. Ben has improved his overall rating. Excellent stuff. Here's the vote on the changes for next season. We're going to vote for minimal changes because we've had big changes 2 seasons ago. And then last season we had pretty big downforce changes as well. So we'll leave it like that. Let's see. We've still got our front and rear wings to come. You want to see the driver standings? There we go. So currently Max is top by 2 points from George Russell, with Leclerc 10 points back, and then Oscar a further 5 points back. So we're only 15 points off the first place right now, which is pretty good. Actually, no, that's not right, is it? 25. No, it is 15 points. Yeah, 15 points. It's only 8 points further back. He's 10 points off his teammate. That's why I was getting confused. And in terms of the constructor standings, we're just 5 points off Ferrari right now. That's our target for the season, for finishing second. I would love to go one better than that, but we'll see what happens. Ah, damn it. We've just lost the extra design slots. If I'd realised, I would have maybe done some more development. But never mind. We've got good development parts coming through. Don't want to overdo it and spend too much money designing upgrades at this stage. Let's get these front wings in. I'm going to go for 6 of those. We will have 4 by the time we get to Baku, which is what we need. 2 for the cars and 2 spares. Rear wings still to come. In 2 more days, we'll have 1 spare by the time we get there. Ah, look at that. We were just a day short, a couple of days short. There is the results. It is going to be the 5% changes. Ferrari, McLaren and Alfa Romeo voted against that, but the rest of the teams voted with us. So minimal changes next season. That's really good. That means if we can build a monster car this year, it will be a monster car next year as well. And it's not far from being a monster right now. Not far off at all. There's the rear wing. Let's get that into manufacturing. I'll go with 5 of those. So I've got a replacement for when they wear out and then an extra spare. Hopefully won't need it that. But we'll see. New suspensions are coming. We can start getting some research done. Let's get a chassis research project underway. There we go. And let's also get a side pod underway. There we go. Rear wing is ready to go into manufacturing. We've got that going already. What a surprise. We've had the design center fire, but at least it waited until we finished using the upgrades on the design center before it did burst into flames. We get this every season. Ugh. It shouldn't affect the research, but it will affect the parts that are going through right now. Luckily, all the upgrades that we were working on for Baku have gone into manufacturing, so these are just going to get delayed a bit more, as you can see. That's not too bad. It just means those suspensions won't be ready for Monaco now. a little frustrating. And there we go. So let's get some bits onto the cars. So new chassis. I am going to learn from previous mistakes, and I'm just going to fit them to one car. So I've got a spare, because it's a sprint weekend. So if we do crash the car, then that prevents us having to make an emergency purchase. We will have a spare for Oscar's car, and then Mick will have spares on his own. Does mean that Oscar's going to have a quicker car, though. Not much we can do about that, unfortunately. We can put the front wing on both cars and still have spares for both drivers. And for the rear wings, very rare we break a rear wing, so I feel confident enough to go ahead and do that. Plus, we should have another spare on the Saturday, I think. Side pods, these are rarely ever broken, but we'll have a spare anyway. Underfloors, we're on the new underfloor. Hopefully we don't break that. Suspensions on those, don't have a spare. Again, hopefully we don't break a suspension. Too late to do anything about it now, unfortunately. I mean, I could do that. I think I will do that. Again, just in case. I'll be fine with the underfloor, but we'll see. So, this is how Mick's car looks going into Baku. 7th in top speed, an improvement from where we were, which was 10th. Acceleration 3rd, it's dipped a little bit. DRS still the best on the grid. Low speed has dipped slightly, as has the medium and high speeds, but it has rolled back on a couple of parts. Let's see what Oscar's car looks like in comparison. Mighty quick. Fastest car in a straight top speed, fastest acceleration, second best DRS, tied with Mick Schumacher. So effectively the best DRS. Best car in the low speed, best in the medium speed. Beautiful, considering where we're going. Baku, which is a circuit dominated by long straights, DRS zones, and low speed corners. We've got a monster car again for Baku. We've won it the last 2 seasons in a row, so we should win it this year. Whether or not we can keep the performance going after Baku, that is going to be telling this season. Let's see what the gap is to the rest of the grid. In terms of speed, it's 0.5 kilometre an hour. That is quite substantial. The acceleration is a big gap as well. DRS is 8%. That's a lot. Nice little gap in the low speed. Medium speed, not quite as big a gap. And we're up 0.06 G in the high speed. That's pretty good. Better than average dirty air performance as well. I am liking the look of that. Let's have a look at Red Bull. So Red Bull, not that much slower than us, only just a little bit. Their acceleration slightly worse than us. Their DRS is their DRS is 11% worse than us. That's going to come in handy. Baku. We do have the edge in the low speed by a decent little margin. Very close in the medium speed. They've got a slight edge in the high speed. We do have a dirty air tolerance edge. So hopefully those gains that we have will balance out the fact that they've got the better driver lineup and will still be very, very fast. They have saved weight on their car. It's lighter than ours. Does that mean they've got some very flimsy parts? I hope so. I hope so. Let's take a look at Williams. They've been blisteringly quick at times. They have dipped a little bit in terms of speed. But again, I mean, they're not that far off. They're 0.4 kilometers an hour behind us. It's not that much. Acceleration's hurting them a little bit. They're 10% behind us in the DRS. What is going to hurt them is their low speed performance in this circuit. Who else has been quick? George Russell was leading the World Championship. Let's see what his car looks like. Oh, wow. That's a whole kilometre an hour slower than us. The acceleration is not great. Their DRS is awful. Ferrari could struggle here. They've got the worst low-speed performance on the grid as well. That means Ferrari might struggle. Let's see how bad it is at Mercedes as well. Rooted to the bottom of the standings. Not a quick car, almost a kilometre an hour slower than us. Terrible acceleration. DRS is pretty good compared to some of the others we've looked at tonight. But they are hurting in the downforce, especially in the high speed. That's a big drop in the high speed. Very good brake and engine cooling compared to us, though. Who else has been quick? Alpine were quick last time out. And yeah, look at their car. Second quickest car. Acceleration is lacking a little bit. Their DRS is pretty strong. 81%. It's the strongest of our rivals that we've seen. But again, we do have the edge everywhere else. So yeah, I am very excited about making it 3 wins in a row at Baku. Here you can see Oscar won it last season and the season before that. Can we make it 3 wins on the bounce here at Baku? Join me tomorrow at the usual time of 8 p.m. here in the UK for what will be our first sprint of the week of the year. And we shall find out. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.